Hey guys, hope you guys had a great week trading. My week was decent. I'm always gonna say I had a decent week because I feel like I just want to always keep myself humble. Um, I always want to like have that hunger to never to be satisfied. So I'm always gonna say I had a decent week. I can have the best week of my life, and I'm always going to say, as far as trade, I had a decent week. But just three things I want to talk about today. Like I said, I had a decent week. I don't really want to go over it. You could just watch some of my recap videos to understand how I traded and what I did. But one thing I want to talk about is what does a trader do to get better? You know, when you're at a point and you're struggling, or you're a struggling trader, and you just, I've been there, bunch of times in my uh, trading career, you can say, what do you do to get better? And I just feel like you just get a time where you're just like, I don't know what to do. You're stuck, and you're just in a rut, and you get frustrated, and you just don't know what to do. So my thing to that is you have to work through the frustration. I know I'm sounding a little teachy and preachy, but this video blog is just as much as for me as it is for anybody who want to watch it and enjoy it. But I just remember, like, I just kept looking at charts. Sometimes I didn't see anything. I'm like, I'm looking at the same thing. What am I looking for? And I just kept doing it and kept doing it, and I just kept looking at charts. And I came up with this drill, and you guys can try it if you're struggling. And I had about um, I would say I had like 20 days of data, and I used to go to each individual day and see here, right here. I used to look at I used to look at the bar and just go like this, one bar at a time. What would I do? What would I do? What would I do? I would take a trade, and I would analyze the market on a 1 minute chart, bar by bar by bar, and I would do that for hours on end just to figure out what am I looking for. And that's a great drill. I would just go just like this. What would I do here? What's my bias? What would I do? And I would just do that over and over and over and over and over again. And I would do this for weeks and weeks and months, and I just kept doing it. I don't do that as much now. When I'm really struggling, I would go back to the basics, because I think any trader who's been trading for a while, you go through stages where you have drawdowns and your confidence is shook a little bit, and you're doubting yourself. That happens. I know some of the best traders that I talk to, that I know, they go through it too. The difference is they don't let that state of mind linger on for too long. They can break out of it faster than others, but we all go through that. But that's just one of the drills that I would do. I would just go bar by bar, and it's tedious, but bar by bar. Okay, I'll do this, I'll do that. And that was just a drill I like to share, and it's a great drill, just bar by bar. Whatever chart you trade on, just go bar by bar and look at the market that way. That's a great drill to help you get better. And then another thing that I like to do that I recently started doing is I'm kind of enjoying it, is I name my trades. I only have about 3-4 setups, but I name them. When I play a gap trade, I call it my gap trade fade trade. That gap, I call it the gap fade trade, just because I just name my trade. The pullback, what did I call it? I call it the pullback activity trade. The counter trend extreme trade. I just call it like somewhat what it is, but it's just trades that I call so I can recognize it a little better. So I would like you guys to just tell me some of the trades that you do that you like to name. It's just a way to remember it, to remember the pattern. When you see it, you can remember it. And another thing I like to talk about is I like to talk about education. And right now I'm in the process of, I'm gonna look for some education. I haven't really bought any courses in a while, but I'm gonna buy some courses. I mean, it's a chance I could possibly buy a bad course, or pay a couple $100,000 for a course that's not going to be good. But the fact of the matter is, I think you always should spend money on education, regardless of what you think out there and what's free. just because it's just a good, this is a good look. You're giving back to the industry, so to speak. And there are some good courses out there, and there's some really bad courses. There's a chance I might buy a bad course, but that's okay. If I learn one thing from that course, then it's worth my money. So that I'm in the process of just looking for a course, that I can possibly buy just to get better. And it's probably going to be in something that I haven't really looked at too much, just because I want to start expanding my trading horizon a little bit, just expanding my knowledge, because I've been intraday trading for, that's all I've done. So I just want to expand it a little bit, reach a little further in my trading, But those are just the three things I talk about. Just a great drill. If you're struggling to try, it really helped me get over the hump sometime. And naming your trades. I mean, if you guys have a name for a trade, let me know. Um, I think it's great. I was listening to an educator the other day, and I heard him name one of his trades. I'm like, wow, I kind of name them, but I didn't really think about it in those terms. So now I'm really gonna name, like, I named them, but now I'm gonna name them where I'm gonna coin them. You know what I mean? Like my uh, gap trade fade trade. My uh, gap fade trade. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. My pullback activity trade or something like that. Counter trend extreme trade. Stuff like that, just so it can ingrain in me the setups that I'm looking for. Um, I think it's fun. Sometimes we just have to make trading fun, and it can't be so serious all the time. If this is what you enjoy doing, let's have some fun with it. And then education. I think education is very important. But I'm looking for a course. If you guys know of any good courses that that's worth the money, maybe I'll look into it, do a little research. But it's always good to spend money on your education, and try to further expand your trading, your playbook, so to speak. I'm reading a trading book right now. I'm really not going to say what it is. I kind of don't like to promote certain vendors or anything like that, but I think it's a good book. I'm only on like the first chapter, but it seems like a good book, a good trading book. So I'm always trying to get better, guys. I'm just, that's all I can say. Every single day, I just want to be a better trader today than I was yesterday, and even if it's a little bit. And if I just keep doing that, I'm gonna get to the level that I want to be at. And if we all just took that mindset and just try to get better every single day, and don't really care too much about the results, I think the results are, they're gonna fall in your lap. Just, I was always taught, care about the process. If you have the process correct, then the results are going to follow. Just so when I trade, I just have a process. I look. It's a process that I look for, and that's what I can. I don't really try to look at the results too much, and that's one of the reasons why, for my mentor told me, I just don't like looking at my profits every single day, because it messes with you mentally. If you had a big day, you're gonna trade differently, because you're trying to protect what you earned yesterday. So this is just a little bit of what I think. That's what's in my mind, and that's the reason why I did this vlog, guys. Just because I think I just have thoughts, and I just want to just express them out loud, and that's all it was. And these are just a couple of things that helped me. I know when I was really down in the dumps, and there's some things I'm gonna do in the future, like the education and name my trades. I have a few names, but I'm really gonna coin the names of my trades. And try that drill. If you're, whatever time frame you trade on, just try bar by, look, a random day, bar by bar by, look, bar by bar by bar, and see what you come up with. You can't help. It can't hurt. It's tedious and it's a lot of work, but trading is tedious and it's a lot of work. So let's just put in the work together, guys. And if you guys know of any courses, let me know. I'll do some research and maybe I'll buy the course, because I'm like I said, I'm trying to expand my trading playbook. So this was just a weekend review. Like I said, I had a pretty decent week. I'm never gonna give myself full. I mean, you'll hear me say I had a good day, but most of the time I'm gonna be harder on myself than anybody else can. So, but I hope this helped, guys. Let me know about the courses, and have a good weekend.